Good evening. Welcome to Epiphany Lutheran Church in Richmond, Virginia. I'm Kevin Barger, the Director of Music Ministry, and today we're looking at our hymns that we'll be using in worship tomorrow, our Music Minute. We're going to start with our sending hymn, Guide My Feet, and this is an African-American spiritual. It comes from our new All Creation Sings hymn supplement, and the oral tradition was the primary mode of the transmission of this song before it was notated in a hymn kind of format. And the structure of the hymn lends itself to sort of a teaching and learning kind of thing. We're not going to do that tomorrow, but it would have a leader who would sing the first part, Guide My Feet, and then everybody responds with, While I Run This Race. And then there are various petitions that are offered, and so it could be a good teaching, learning kind of song. However, we'll just all sing everything tomorrow. Singing this hymn, while we're singing it, the worshiping assembly is praying to God to give them guidance and endurance needed for the work of freedom. So it's guide my feet, hold my hand, stand by me, I'm your child, search my heart. And as the leader and assembly sing this song, or if we all sing it together, there's encouragement and strengthening of everybody who is a part of the race that we're running. Guide my feet. And next we'll move to our hymn of the day, Change My Heart, O God. And this was another one of those hymns that could be controversial in a sense. And we hope that when we sing this, that we're looking at it as the essence through confession that acknowledges our inevitable sinful nature. And its author actually never intended for anyone other than God to hear this. It was his prayer that he did daily. And it was basically his Psalm 51, created in me a new heart, that he had his conversations with God. And he did this, and then the next week he had his wife, and he did home communions. And so he did it at a home communion. And the week after that, it was sung in a church. And then I guess the rest is history, because it became the hymn that we'll be singing now. It was originally written in English, and it does have a Spanish translation. This is Change My Heart, O God. a nice, easy prayer song for us to sing. We'll sing it twice through tomorrow. Next, we'll move to our communion hymn. This is Lord Jesus, Think on Me. And the composer of this tune, known as Southwell, is unknown. The composer is unknown. And it's the earliest English short meter psalm tune that we can trace back in history. The text comes from 10 hymns that were written in the Doric dialect of Greek, and that was in the early 400s. And then again in the 1800s, Chatfield paraphrased and amplified the work with English stanzas. So that's where we got to this. Lord Jesus, think on me. And last but not least, our gathering hymn, O Son, Rise, O Son of Righteousness. You might know the tune better as At the Lamb's High Feast We Sing. This is actually a German hymn that came from 3 authors, kind of unique. There's different stanzas written by each of the 3 authors. The hymn is newer to the hymnals that we have. It was actually a New English version of the text from which the tune takes its name, and this tune and this text had more broad usefulness than what had been around before. The tune actually comes from Moravian descent, and that was well before the Lutherans, if you will. And that said, the Moravian tunes and the German tunes kind of all meshed and melded together, and they influenced each other tremendously, and eventually became a single Germanic heritage, Germanic language in terms of music and hymnody. So this is At the Rise, O Son of Righteousness, or At the Lamb's High Feast We Sing. nice big way to end the evening. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and this brightened your evening a little bit. If you're joining us tomorrow for worship, which we hope you are, that'll be here in the sanctuary at 8:30 and 11 o'clock, and our 11 o'clock service will be live streamed on our YouTube channel. Thanks again for joining. We'll see you next week. Have a great evening.